This is the infamous Kurzman residence. It used to be a bed and breakfast in the 1930s until it was shut down due to multiple guest complaints about strange paranormal activity. My name is AJ. I didn't believe in ghosts until I came face to face with one, and now I'm on a journey across the country to find the greatest haunted places and to see if I can capture what I saw on camera. This is my fellow investigator Ryan and our technical manager Tommy. And we're gonna lock ourselves in this house until dawn to see if these rumors are true. This is our ghost adventure. Okay, we are here at home base, also known as the kitchen, and we're here to properly plan our investigation of the house.
Most of the guests that used to stay here complained about paranormal activity in this hallway, upstairs, in the living room downstairs, and in the garage.
So, in order to monitor this activity, we'd like to place a camera here in the garage, here in the living room, and here in the upstairs hallway, in addition to our mobile camera.
Now, I have to warn you, the guests have described an aggressive male who calls himself Elijah, and so this may get intense. Okay, we are now going to split up to survey the house. Tommy and I are going to take the mobile camera around the house to see what we can capture.
And I'm going to take the paranormal identification device, or PID, into the garage to see if I can make any contact with Elijah.
Let's get started.
I'm here in the garage with the mounted camera and the PID all by myself, trying to make contact with any ghosts. If there's a spirit in here, please make your presence known. What's your name?
Elijah.
Elijah what?
Elijah Walker.
After further research, we have identified the spirit as Elijah Walker. Walker was a black African man. He was taken to this country against his will as a slave from Angola. His wife and children were left behind as he was loaded onto a boat headed for Georgia. Walker was loaded onto the ship with hundreds of other men while the boat sailed for days on end across the Atlantic Ocean. Once in America, he was sold to John Kurzman, the head plantation owner in Savannah, Georgia in 1850. Walker was forced into hours of manual labor picking cotton while spending his nights crammed into a dilapidated shed. Kurzman constantly beat Walker until his back was covered in blood. Walker tried to escape several times, but this only made the beatings worse. He took away Walker's humanity by making him feel equivalent to the ground he walked on. Kurzman made sure that Walker could hear the hatred in his voice and Walker could feel the bitterness in every word. Kurzman swore that he would personally put Walker in the ground as a dead man. After slavery was abolished and Walker was freed, he continued to face blatant and excessive discrimination. Everywhere he went, someone would be staring at him as if he was a monster and yelling insults to his face. Jim Crow laws were in full force, and Walker cringed every time he saw a sign that said whites only. This was until one day when he worked up the courage to walk into a white bathroom, only to be confronted by his old slave master, John Kurzman. Kurzman kidnapped Walker and brought him back to the plantation, where Walker's corpse was uncovered several days later. His ghost is believed to haunt the Kurzman house to this very day.
Okay, I'm here in the dining room with Tommy, trying to document the house. So far, everything seems pretty normal. It just got really cold. I have goosebumps all over my body. You hear that?
I think it's coming from the upstairs hallway.
Let's go check it out. Hello? Nothing.
Okay. I'm here downstairs in the house, looking around, seeing if I find anything out of the ordinary. Seems like here's a big bedroom and deep closet. See what's in here. The hell was that?
Okay, we've just finished our sweep of the upstairs, and we heard a really loud noise, and so we're gonna go downstairs and check that out.
AJ!
What?
I swear I just saw Walker in here.
Where?
In this room, inside this door.
You sure?
I thought I saw him.
There's nothing in here. Alright, what's going on down there?
I don't know, I just heard a noise. It's coming from somewhere over here.
Alright, let's go check it out.
What the hell was that?
We're coming to you. What were you doing when this noise happened?
I was just looking at that closet over there and I don't know, I just heard a noise. It was really loud.
What happened?
What happened?
I don't know, my stomach. The ghost must have lashed out at me.
Wow.
God.
We're dealing with an aggressive species here.
Come on. Is that all you got? Hit me again.
Okay, we're all gathered here in the living room, just trying to wait the final moments out. It's about an hour until sunrise, and I just hope we make it that long.
Yeah, I've heard some weird stuff, and I've seen some weird stuff in this house tonight.
I really just can't wait to get out of here.
Thank God, we finally made it.
A crazy night.
Luckily, injustices like the ones that Elijah had to face don't exist anymore, or else a lot more places would be haunted.
Today, Americans are much less apathetic toward racial inequality and genuinely care about treating others equally. Slavery no longer exists, Jim Crow laws were removed, and African Americans have all the same rights as whites. In 2008, the United States elected their first ever African American president in Barack Obama. This feat alone shows the changed mindset of the American people. Not only do Americans no longer discriminate against African Americans, they have elected them as leaders of the country. Also, Jim Crow laws have disappeared in the United States. In 1896, Plessy v. Ferguson upheld the racial segregation in schools as being in line with the Constitution. Later in 1954, Brown v. the Board of Education of Topeka, Kansas overturned Plessy v. Ferguson and declared that segregation in schools is unconstitutional. These cases exemplify Americans' views changing over time. These acts have made massive impacts in the fight against discrimination. However, racial discrimination is still an issue in 2013, especially in terms of law. For example, after being arrested, blacks are 33% more likely than whites to be detained when facing a felony charge. Tons of other inequalities are still issues in the U.S. today, but overall this problem has improved immensely throughout the years. This shows that the treatment endured by Elijah Walker back then would no longer be acceptable in today's society. America's apathy has shifted to sympathy and sometimes even empathy.